clearances I need your assistance with.
Certainly, Your Honor. If you allow me just a moment to connect and confirm with the headsets, please.
That's fine. And it has the headsets on, so you can confirm with her.
Your Honor, the interpreter can confirm the defendant is able to hear through the headsets.
All right, this is case 2022 MM 294AO. State versus Julissa Freer. Is that your name, ma'am?
Freire.
Freire.
Right.
El apellido es el nombre es Julissa, el apellido es Freire.
Freire is the last name. My name is Julissa.
Okay, perfect. Ma'am, you are here on a charge of domestic violence, battery, domestic violence relation. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest. And I'll appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you based on your affidavit and your request. I see that we have an individual present who wishes to be heard. Sir, what is your name?
My name is Henry Carlo.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. If I could respectfully request that the individual speak closer to the microphone.
No, keep your mask up, but lean into the microphone.
Henry Carlo?
Henry Kahlo?
Yeah, C-A-L-O.
Okay, sir, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is your relationship to the defendant?
Husband?
Husband. And you are the alleged victim in this case, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. What would you like the court to know?
I don't want to press any charges.
You don't want to press charges. All right. And you all live together?
Oh, well, not for now, yes.
For now, yes?
Yeah, because the previous case was dropped, and I don't remember call that is no contact order.
You lean into the mic.
Sorry, the no contact order was dropped, and the case was dropped, previous case. So last night we went out to the restaurant, and things escalated.
All right. You say you all live together. If your wife was to get out of jail, are you asking that she be allowed to come back home and live with you there?
She's okay. It'll be all right.
Okay. What about you? Are you okay?
Yes, sir. I'm okay.
Would you be able to escape if there was any issue that came up? To remove yourself from the situation should something escalate in the future?
If you said escape, well, I'm sorry. What was that?
If your wife was to come home and live with you back at the house,
Okay.
if I allowed that,
Okay.
and something escalated and there become a heated issue again between the two of you, would you be able to remove yourself and any children you have from the situation?
Yes.
Are you asking that the court allow your wife to come home and have what's called no hostile contact? That means allow her to come home, but not raise her voice, yell and scream, throw anything that could be perceived to be in a hostile or threatening manner.
I appreciate that. Yes, sir.
Counsel, on behalf of your client, anything?
I believe a reasonable bond as well as a hostile contact based on witness testimony is reasonable at this time, Your Honor.
State?
Your Honor, I would ask for no contact based only on the fact that the witness has said that there was a prior incident, there was no contact, and as soon as they were allowed to have contact again, he was attacked in public. So I would ask for no contact, Your Honor.
Sir, how long ago was that case dropped?
The attorney called me yesterday.
So the case was dropped yesterday,
Yes, sir.
and then this issue happened?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am, do you have anywhere else to live?
No, por ahora. Yo me voy a mover para el 1 de febrero. Pero las cosas como que no se han dado de la manera como se está explicando lo que pasa.
No, but I have plans to move the 1st of February anyway. But I did want to say that things didn't happen the way they're being explained.
The court's concern, I mean, it's set bond, but the court's concern with regards to you two living together is the fact that the other case was dropped yesterday, theoretically yesterday morning or the day before. In less than 24 or 48 hours, we're back here at the Orange County Jail with someone being charged with domestic violence. So I'm not going to allow you two to live together. Ma'am, I'm gonna allow you to go back to the property one more time with law enforcement to retrieve your personal belongings. Bond will be set at $1,500. I will allow you all to have telephone contact, but no in-person or face-to-face contact. Okay? If you have any weapons or ammunition, they're to be surrendered to law enforcement within 48 hours of your release. Sir,
Yeah. If it's okay with you, like she said, she's gonna be moving February 1st. If she comes back, she has nowhere to go. I can leave until she moves. I go stay with my brother. If
Okay.
that's-
if
I
you're
just- I
willing,
just
if
don't
you're
want her-
willing,
I don't want her in the streets. That's.
okay, then I will allow, ma'am, I will allow you to live at the home, but you ought to maintain separate residences. Sir, when can you be out by?
De febrero nos vamos.
Huh?
When can you move out?
No, my stuff is still at my brother's house.
Okay,
Yeah, it's just I just have to go get my book bag and some work clothes because I go work tomorrow.
get that by 5 o'clock today?
Yes, sir, as soon as I leave here.
Okay, ma'am, you can go back and live at, is the home address 2513?
Yes, sir.
You can reside on the property at the house on 2513, but you cannot return there before 5 o'clock today. You understand that?
Sí.
And-
Yes.
And you all are to maintain separate residences. And ma'am, you need to be out by February 2nd. Since you told me you're moving February 1st, February 2nd, so you can go back and regain possession of 2513.
Okay, and if with your permission, can I bond her out or is there like no contact order?
Anyone can bond.
She has no one here.
Okay, anyone can bond anyone out. I'm trying to minimize the in-person,
Okay,
face-to-face contact between the
Okay.
two of you.
Okay.
Since the last time, it was less than 48 hours since a case was dropped, and then here we are.
okay, I understand.
And unless that's the concern of the court. Okay?
Your Honor, I'd also ask for no drugs, no alcohol.
All right, ma'am, you are not to use or possess any alcohol or narcotics without a legal prescription, so long as this case is pending, okay? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Come on up, ma'am.
Acérquese, señorita.
Your Honor, Elvin Mina Santana is refusal.
Is anyone here on Elvin Mena Santana?
¿Alguien aquí está presente para Elvin Mina Santana?
All right, we'll reset for tomorrow.
Your Honor, we can just waive the appearance. It's
Ask
an
the counsel.
out-of-county warrant.
All right, want the Office of Public Defender waive his appearance. This is case
Sí.
Banana County warrant. Bond was set at 0. And we'll stay the bond and notify the county that he is in custody of the Orange County Sheriff. All right, ma'am, what is your name?
Juliana Gutiérrez.
Juliana Gutiérrez.
All right.
Gutiérrez.
This is case 2022 MM 301AO.
My apologies, Your Honor, you broke up just a little bit. 22 MM, what else?
301AO.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No
Thank you,
problem.
Judge.
A charge of battery domestic violence related. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for the arrest. Did you fill out an application? Ma'am, I'm gonna conditionally appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you, since I don't have an affidavit asking the court to appoint you on a permanent basis. We do have someone present. Sir, what is your name?
My name is Juan Valencia.
Juan Valencia Rodriguez?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right. And what is your relationship to Ms. Gutierrez?
husband.
All right, sir. And you are the alleged victim in this case?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. What would you like to tell the court?
I just like the court to know that this was an argument that got out of control. I can tell that we have a 4-month baby, and she hadn't sleep for about 3 days because the baby cries a lot. He's kind of sick. We got into an argument, and things got a little heated up, and she threw something at me, and then I told my friend. Then my friend said that wasn't fair. So he called the police, and then when the police came, we were trying. That happened in the morning. Yesterday morning, the police came at night. Once I told my friend, but I was already at home with her trying to figure out things, working out things. And when police came, I couldn't lie to the police because I was afraid to be charged with something. But I explained them that we have also a 4-year-old, and then I told
4-year-old or 4-month-old?
4-month and a 4-year-old,
Okay, 2 kids.
2 kids. So I grew up in Massachusetts, and then I don't have anybody here to help me, and she just got here. She's also new to the country, so
And you all are married, correct?
yes, sir.
And you all live together?
Yes, sir.
And are you asking the court to allow her to come back and live with you?
Yes, sir.
All right, are you in fear for your safety if the court was to allow that request?
No, I'm not fair. No.
All right, and if things became escalated again, would you be able to remove yourself and your 2 children from the scene and call law enforcement?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you understand what no hostile contact is?
Yes, sir.
Is that what you're asking the court to?
Yes, sir.
All right. State?
No questions, Your Honor.
Defense?
No questions at this time.
All right, Ms. Gutierrez, thank you, sir, for being here. I appreciate your input in assisting the court in my decision. The court is going to set bond. In this case, I'm going to give you the option, ma'am. I'm going to set bond in the amount of $1,500, allow you to go back and live at the home, but you are to have no hostile contact. That means no yelling, screaming, arguing, anything that your husband or anyone else could perceive to be a threatening or in a threatening manner. You also qualify for pretrial release. So I'll give the option of doing pretrial release or posting a bond. They can explain to you that in the back what the differences and what the options are, and your attorney can help you with that as well. Okay, if you have any weapons or ammunition, they are to be surrendered to law enforcement within 48 hours of your release. And you're to have no hostile contact. Anything else from the state?
No, Your Honor.
All right, defense,
So it's
1,500 or PTR.
when is that determination to be made?
I'm sorry,
When would we choose to make that determination now?
before she gets out. You don't have to make it right now. She can make it in the back while she debates whether or not she wants to have someone post the bond or do straight PTR. Okay? Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Good luck to you. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
So I can ask you, what is PTR?
Pretrial release. There's certain terms and conditions that she would have to comply with in order to get out, but she wouldn't have to post a bond. They can give you paperwork about that out front.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. And there's, if you choose to bond her out, there's bondsmen all around the jail that can help you in that and explain to you the situation as well.
Yes. Good day. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you, ma'am.
Gracias.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Interpreter. I believe that's all for right now.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good morning.
Thanks, you too. All right. She can go in the back and. All right, sir, come on up. What is your name, sir?
Stephen McCarter.
All right, Mr. McCarter, this is case 2022 MO 48AO. This is a case brought by the city of Orlando. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest. This is a charge of disorderly conduct, and the court will appoint the Office of Public Defender based on your affidavit, asking the court to do so. Do we have an offer on this case?
So withhold of adjudication and credit time served.
How many days does he have in?
I'm sorry, one more.
You're good. Counsel, have you had an opportunity to talk to your client about that?
I did, Your Honor. I had a chance to speak with Mr. McCarter. We also went over the plea form. He reviewed it before court. I believe he wishes to resolve today.
All right, Mr. McCarter, if you want to raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're Stephen McCarter, correct?
Yes.
All right, so you're here on a charge of disorderly conduct brought by the city of Orlando. Your attorney indicates you wish to resolve your case today with a withhold of adjudication, court costs, city filing fee charge, as well as credit time served in the Orange County Jail. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, have you reviewed that plea form that's in front of you?
Yes, sir.
All right, did you have an opportunity to go over that with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
All right, did you read and understand everything on there?
Yes, sir.
How far did you get in school, sir?
I graduated in 2005,
From high school, college?
high school.
High school, so you read and understand the English language, correct?
Yes.
Did anyone force you or threaten you into taking this plea?
No.
Did anyone promise you anything other than what I indicated, or in the state offered on the record, was the offer to resolve your case? Anyone promise you anything different than that?
No, sir.
You understand, sir, by entering this plea, if you're not a United States citizen or in this country legally, entering this plea will subject you to deportation from the United States?
Yes, sir.
All right, counsel, do you have a signed plea form?
He can sign.
And Your Honor, he has 3 days.
Okay, thank you.
Just a moment, Your Honor.
No problem.
May I approach?
Sure. All right, Mr. McCarter, and this is your signature, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, in 2022 MO 48AO to the charge of disorderly conduct, how do you like to plead, sir? Guilty or no contest?
No contest.
All right, the court will accept your plea, find you're entering it freely and voluntarily with an attorney with whom you say you're satisfied. The court will withhold adjudication and sentence you to 3 days in the county jail with credit for 3 days' time served, or that you pay court costs and costs of prosecution, and I'll give you a year to pay, okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, anything else from the state,
Nothing from the state.
defense?
Were we appointed in that case by chance, Your Honor?
You were. And the public defender fee, so
All right,
yeah.
I do need to sign the plea form then.
Yep.
That's all then.
All right, thank you, sir, good luck to you. If you want to appeal, you have 30 days, it must be in writing. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you. Sure. No, you're fine. All right, ma'am, what is your name?
Area Greer.
Thanks. Shakira Greer. This is case 2022 CF 471AO. You're here, ma'am, on a charge of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, domestic related. Case is assigned to Division 11 downtown. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest. And I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you based on your application. Is anyone here on Shakira Greer?
No, sir.
All right. State, you wish to be heard with regards to bond?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
Your Honor, she has been on social security disability for the last 23 years. She otherwise does qualify for pretrial release. Other than a few arrests, no criminal history. I would just have you order straight PTR on this case, Your Honor.
Have you had an opportunity to talk to her about PTR?
I'm sorry?
Have you had an opportunity to talk to her about PTR?
I have not, Your Honor. It's just a non-monetary option.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her the option.
That's
Right.
fine, Your Honor.
Ms. Greer, I'm gonna give you the option of posting a bond. Bond in this case would be set at $2,500. Or you can do pretrial release, okay?
Yes, sir.
Special conditions will be if you have any firearms, ammunition, they must be surrendered to law enforcement within 48 hours of your release. And you're not to use or consume any alcohol or narcotics while out on pretrial release or should you post bond, okay?
Yes, sir.
You're also not to have any contact directly or indirectly with the alleged victim in this case. And you are not to return to the scene at 355 Eskillion Street.
Oh, that's where I stay at.
Okay, who else lives there?
Me and my kids.
I'm
Nobody-
sorry?
Me and my kids, nobody else. Just me on the lease.
All right, so that's your address. What about 1017?
That's his address.
Okay, so you cannot go back to 1017 then, okay?
Yes, sir.
And you are not to have any contact with the alleged victims in this case, Mr. Martin,
Yes, sir.
okay? Directly or indirectly, do you know what that means?
Mm-hmm.
And you can't have anyone contact him on your behalf, all right?
Okay.
And you can go to the domestic court with regards to your two children and how you're gonna arrange contact and stuff with the kids, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck to you, ma'am.
Your Honor, Mr. Jean is medical, but he does have a victim.
All right, who's here on Angelo Jean? This is case 2022 CF 473AO. Charge of aggravated battery, domestic violence related. A court will waive his appearance and appoint the Office of Public Defender. Ma'am, what is your name?
Jorania Jerome.
All right, raise your right hand to be sworn, if you can. That's good. Don't drop the baby. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right. And you're Jorania Jerome?
Yes, sir.
All right, and what is your relationship to Mr. Jean?
Wife.
You're his wife. Do you all live together on Rio Grande?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what would you like to tell the court?
Oh, it was just some disagreement, like about the bills, some understood, and I don't know why he was being arrested. And I'm fine, I'm okay, and I don't feel threatened. I just want him to come home.
Okay, you want him to come home and live with you?
Yes, sir.
And the child you're holding, is that a child that you two have in common?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and should the court allow Mr. Jean to come reside and live back at home, would you be able to remove yourself from a situation where you or your child felt threatened?
No, I don't feel threatened at all.
I know, not now, but should I allow him to come home and a
Yes,
situation come up, or a
Yes.
situation arise,
yes.
where there's tension or you think something bad is going to happen?
No,
Listen to me. If that was to happen,
if that was to happen, okay.
would you be able to remove yourself from the situation and call law enforcement?
Yes,
Okay. Are you asking that the court will allow your husband to come home and have what's called no hostile contact?
yes,
That-
sir.
That, do you understand what no hostile contact is?
Yes.
Okay, what do you think no hostile contact is?
We can't have no contract at all.
No, you can have contact. You can't have any contact that I or someone in this courtroom or you would perceive to be threatening. So no raising your voice, no yelling, no screaming, no throwing anything. It doesn't necessarily mean just no physical contact. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. State?
Nothing from the state?
Ma'am, is this the first instance of something like this?
Yes, sir.
There's no prior history or anything?
No, sir.
Defense?
No questions, Your Honor.
All right. Based on the testimony, I will set bond in this case at $1,500. I show he does not qualify for pretrial release. Special conditions, he has no hostile contact with the victim, Jorania Jerome, who has requested that her husband be allowed to return home. Also, that he not use or possess any firearms or ammunition. All firearms and ammunition must be surrendered to law enforcement within 48 hours of his release. He is also not to use or possess any alcohol or narcotics without a legal prescription. Anything else from the state?
Nothing from the state.
Defense?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Okay, good luck to you. Your name, sir?
Jonathan Todd King.
All right, Mr. King, you are here in 2022 CF 472AO, as well as 2022 MM 297AO. All right, let's address one at a time, all right?
Yes, sir.
Sir, the first one you were here on, 2022 CF 472AO, is a charge of battery, domestic violence related. Is there anyone here with regards to this case? Elizabeth Graham. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for the arrest. Based on your application for the appointment of public defender, will appoint the office of public defender to represent you. I will set bond in that case at $2,500. Special conditions are you are to have no contact with the alleged victim in this case, Miss Elizabeth Graham. You are not to use or possess any firearms or ammunition. Any firearms or ammunition must be surrendered to law enforcement within 48 hours of your release. And you are not to return to 4031 East Michigan Street, Apartment B, here in Orlando. Is that your residence, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, does she live there with you?
Yes.
All right, you're allowed to go back one time with law enforcement to retrieve your personal belongings, but you are not to go there, and you're not to go within 500 feet of that residence before or after. You're allowed to go back one time with law enforcement, okay?
Yes, sir.
You're to have no contact directly or indirectly with Ms. Graham. You are also here in 2022 MM 297AO, a charge of a violation of a domestic violence injunction. Court has reviewed the arrest affidavit on that and does find probable cause for your arrest. We'll set bond in that case in the amount of $2,500. Same conditions as the prior case, no contact directly or indirectly with the alleged victim. All firearms and ammunition must be surrendered to law enforcement within 48 hours of your release. You're allowed to go back one time to the property at 4031 East Michigan Street, Apartment B, and you're to have no contact directly or indirectly. I also show, sir, that you are out on bond in 2021 MM 7923AO, a charge of battery. Bond in that case was previously set at $500. Based on the nature of the new law offenses, the court's going to revoke and terminate that bond and set bond at $0. Good luck to you, sir.
Sir.
Your Honor, Mr. Ortega David is medical.
All right, David Ortega, 2022 CF 436AO, charge of aggravated battery on a pregnant person.
We
Court
would
has
waive-
reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for the arrest. Do you have an affidavit? I will conditionally appoint the Office of Public Defender, since I don't have an affidavit.
Your Honor, we'll waive the appearance as well.
All right, we'll waive his appearance. State, do you wish to be heard with regards to bond?
No, Your Honor.
All right, bond will be set in this case in the amount of $2,500. Special conditions, he is to have no contact with the alleged victim, Kaylee Ortega. He is also not to return to the scene at 4159 Versailles Drive. If he has property there, he can go back one time with law enforcement to retrieve his personal belongings. If he has any weapons or firearms, they must be surrendered to law enforcement within 48 hours of his release. And he's not to use or possess any alcohol or narcotics while out on pretrial release. Or out on bond, sorry. Just making sure you're paying attention. Ms. Vickers. How are you? Sorry for the delay.
Oh, that's okay, thank you.
All right, this is State versus Carlos Peña, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Peña III. 2022 CF 475AO. Ms. Vickers, you want to put your appearance on the record?
Yes, sir, Melissa Vickers on behalf of the defendant.
All right, as well as 2022 CF 475AO, 4 counts, burglary of a dwelling with with battery, aggravated assault with firearm, aggravated battery with deadly weapon, and contempt of court, violation of a no-contact order. And I show that he's also out on bond in 21 CF 6295AO. Bond in that case, the aggregate was set at $15,200. Counsel, you wish to be heard.
No, sir, we'll be filing our appropriate motions and having it heard in front of the division judge.
All right, state or counsel position with regards to bond on the new law violations?
We'll be addressing that in our motion.
Okay, let me just keep no bond. All right, so we'll keep no bond on the new count 2022 CF 475AO. Counts 1 through 4 will be held no bond. In 2022 CF 6295AO, the court will revoke and terminate bond, set bond at $0. based on the new law violations. All right, good luck to you, sir. Stay in touch with your attorney. Good seeing you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good. Thanks, that was easy. Thank you.
Ms. Vickers, any objection to no contact with the victim?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, what is your name?
Rodolfo Sarmiento.
Rodolfo Sarmiento?
Yes.
All right. This is case 2022 CF 463AO, State versus Rodolfo Sarmiento, charge of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest. And based on your application, sir, for the appointment of a public defender, the court will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. Is there anyone here on this case? State, you wish to be heard with regards to bond?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, as to count one, bond will be set at 2,500. As to count two, bond will be set at 1,500. Special conditions, sir, you are to have no contact directly or indirectly with the victim, in this case, Josel Malavir. And you are not to return to the property located at 12037. Do you have personal property there, sir? No. Any reason to go back there?
No.
All right, so you're not to go within 500 feet of that property, and you're not to have contact with Mr. Malavir directly or indirectly. You're also not to use or possess any firearms or ammunition. They must be surrendered to law enforcement within 48 hours of your release. You're not to consume or use any narcotics or alcohol without a legal prescription. All right. Anything else from the state?
Nothing from the state.
Defense?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, sir. You also qualify for pretrial release, so if you want to do pretrial release, I'll allow you to do pretrial release in lieu of bond, based on the recommendation, okay? Good luck to you, sir. What's your name, sir? All right. This is State versus Devontae Stokes, case 2021 CF 15582AO, a charge of battery with a prior domestic violence related. A judge in the circuit has found probable cause for your arrest and issued a warrant for your arrest. You're not to have contact with the alleged victim in this case, directly or indirectly. You're to maintain separate residences. Do you have property at the residence?
No, sir, I don't even
Any reason to go back?
talk with her at all.
Okay, good move. Especially since I ordered that. You are not to use or possess any firearms or ammunition. If you have any firearms or ammunition, they'll be surrendered to law enforcement within 48 hours of your release. You're not to use or consume any alcohol or narcotics without a legal prescription. There's no one here on this case, correct? On Stokes? All right, bond will be set at 2,500. Sir, I also show that you're out on bond in 21 CF 12012AO, a charge of possession of cocaine. Bond in that case was previously set at $1,000. State, you wish to be heard with regards to that case?
Your Honor, information was filed 2 days ago. However, that's it, Your Honor. I would ask that you revoke, but
Defense?
If you are inclined to revoke, Your Honor, I would just revoke and double.
All right, I'm gonna revoke and terminate your previous bond in the amount of $1,000, sent bond in that case at $2,000. Same conditions as prior. Good luck to you, sir. All right. Come on up, sir. What's your name?
Luis Acevedo.
Mr. Acevedo, you are here in 2022 MM 280AO, a charge of battery domestic violence related, a case assigned to Division 50 downtown. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest, and will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you based on your application. No one here on this case, on Acevedo? All right, sir, bond will be set in this case at $2,500. You are to have no contact, directly or indirectly, with the victim, Yanitza. Do we have a last name? State, do you have a last name?
Bonilla.
Yanitza Bonilla, Bonilla. You're to have no contact with her directly or indirectly. You're not to use or possess any firearms or ammunition. Any firearms or ammunition must be surrendered to law enforcement within 48 hours of your release. You're not to use or possess any alcohol or narcotics without a legal prescription. Do you all live together at 2422? All right. I'll allow you to go back one time with law enforcement to retrieve your personal belongings. Outside of that, you're not to go within 500 feet of her residence or her place of work, okay? All right. Good luck to you, sir. Come on up, sir. What's your name?
Robert Christopher DaCosta, sir.
All right, Mr. DaCosta, you are here in 2022 MM 300AO, a charge of violation of a condition of pretrial release. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest, and will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you based on your application seeking that appointment. State, you wish to be heard with regards to bond.
No, Your Honor, but if you would just note that DCF is also involved in this issue.
Yes.
Barring
Count-
that, no, Your Honor.
Counsel?
I have a moment to confer, Your Honor.
Sure.
No arguments at this time, Your Honor. Just have you set bond in this case.
Court's gonna set bond in this case at 2,500. You'd have no contact directly or indirectly with the victim in this case, and you're not to go within 500 feet of her residence or place of employment. If you have any firearms or ammunition, they'll be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release.
Your Honor, can you order that they comply with the DCF plan and/or have,
And all conditions of your Department of Children and Families dependency case plan are in full effect and must be complied with as part of your terms of pretrial release, or of your bond. Okay? Good luck to you, sir.
Your Honor, Mrs. Dolly Dorset is medical, but she does have a victim.
All right, come on in, sir. All right, this is case 2022 MM 291AO, State versus Dolly Dorset. The court will conditionally appoint the Office of Public Defender, waive her appearance for initial appearances. It's a charge of battery, domestic violence related. Sir, what is your name?
My name is Mike Edge. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Let me get you to raise your right hand to be sworn. You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. So, what is your relationship to Ms. Dorset?
A coworker.
Coworker. All right. Are you the alleged victim in this case?
Yes, and I don't understand why she was arrested last night.
Okay. So you guys don't live together, correct?
No, we do not.
All right. And you all work together still?
Yes.
All right. Do you all work alone, or are there other people around?
No,
where you work?
it's an actual site, call center site.
You work at Tier Nightclub, or where do you work? Were you just at Tier Nightclub?
No, I don't go to Tier nightclub.
That's where this alleged incident occurred, correct?
No, sir.
Downtown
Yes, it was downtown Orlando where we were last night.
on Central Boulevard?
Yes, but not at Tier nightclub.
You were like right outside of it?
Yeah, we were outside of it.
Okay. All right, so what are you asking the court to do?
Nothing, like, there was no physical altercation. I don't have any marks, anything. We actually went to other officers to try to adjudicate the situation because, like, there was no physical contact.
Are you her boyfriend?
No, we're not boyfriend, girlfriend.
Okay. Did she refer to you as her boyfriend?
Kinda, but we're not together like that.
Okay. All right, so if,
Is she available, like, to speak?
no. She didn't want to come up. So let me ask you this. If I was to allow her out of the jail, are you asking that she be allowed to have what's called no hostile contact with you?
Yeah, like, we're cool. Like, even in the situation, like, we were, like, when she was getting arrested, there was no animosity or no friction or anything.
Okay.
We're wondering why she's arrested.
And you all do not live together, correct?
No, we don't.
Okay. State?
Your Honor, there was an independent witness who saw her use an open hand to smack the male in the face.
She never.
Hang on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're good.
And per the victim, they don't live together. They're not in a relationship. So I can't figure why they would need to have contact, Your Honor.
Well, they work together is my only concern.
Uh,
But they could have no hostile contact at work and not reside together.
Yeah,
or-
we have. It's
Okay. Hang on. Counsel?
Are you scared of Ms. Dorson?
no, I'm not.
Would you be okay with contact while the case is pending at work or otherwise?
That's fine. That's fine. Like, there's no animosity, no, like. She did not attack me.
No further questions, Your Honor.
She doesn't qualify for PTR because she hasn't been interviewed, correct?
She's being interviewed right now, and it does seem that she could qualify, Your Honor.
She would qualify? Okay. All right, thank you, sir, for being here. I appreciate it.
All
All
right.
right, I'm gonna set bond in this case at 1,500. Special conditions, no hostile contact, with the alleged victim in this case. You're to maintain separate residences. You can have no hostile contact. Any firearms or ammunition must be surrendered within 48 hours of her release from the Orange County Jail. Bond will be 1,500 or PTR should she qualify. She can do that at her choosing. And you all are allowed to work together, but you're not to cohabitate together.
Yeah, we don't live together. We have two different residents.
Okay. Anything else from the state or defense?
I have a quick question. Can she bond out or do I wait or?
She can bond out if she wants to post the bond at 1,500, or if she qualifies for pretrial release, she can do pretrial release. But she's not gonna walk out of here like in the next 30 minutes.
Oh, no, I understand that.
Yeah.
So how long would I know if she gets PTR?
You can check the court paperwork or check with the clerk's office.
Okay.
But my guess is if you see her at work, she'd tell you if she bonded
Yeah,
out or
because
did PTR.
my job contacted me. Well, I contacted the job to let her know what's going on, let them know what's going on. So I just want to see what's the quickest release for her.
She's not gonna be at work today. My
Yeah,
guess
I
is
understand that. So I don't want to have her spend money if she's going to get PTR.
she'll have that option before she leaves here.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll be able to make that decision before she leaves, which way she wants to go.
All right. Thank you.
All right, good luck to you, sir. All right, come on up. What's your name, sir?
Lonnie Melvin, sir.
All right, Mr. Melvin, you are here in 21 MM 254 AA, a 2 counts, charge of battery, domestic violence related, and criminal mischief. A judge in the circuit issued a warrant for your arrest and did previously find probable cause. I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you in this case based on your application seeking that appointment. As to count 1, bond will be set at 2,500. As to count 2, bond will be set at 150. Special conditions of count one, you're to have no contact with the alleged victim in this case. Do you all live together? You live together?
No, no, sir. No,
No? All right. Do you have any reason to go back to the property, to the residence?
no, sir.
All right, sir, you're to have no contact directly or indirectly with the alleged victim. Any weapons or firearms or ammunition must be surrendered to law enforcement within 48 hours of your release. You're not to use or consume any alcohol or narcotics without a legal prescription. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's your name, ma'am?
Nicole Spangler.
All right, Ms. Spangler, you are here in 22 MM 278 AO, a charge of battery, domestic violence related. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest, and will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you based on your request to have them appointed. I show you qualify for pretrial release, so I'm going to give you the option of doing straight pretrial release or posting bond, in this case, the amount of $2,500, since there's no one present. Special conditions of bond or pretrial release would be that you're to have no contact with the alleged victim in this case, and you're to not use or possess any firearms or ammunition. Any firearms or ammunition must be surrendered to law enforcement within 48 hours of your release. You're not to use or possess any alcohol or narcotics without a legal prescription. You're to have no contact with Giancarlo Felony, is that correct? Directly or indirectly. Do you all live together at 1450?
Yes.
Okay, do you have personal property there?
Yes, I do.
All right, I'm gonna allow you to go back one time with law enforcement to retrieve your personal belongings.
Okay.
Outside of that, you're not to go within 500 feet of that property or his place of work.
All right.
All right, anything else from the state?
Nothing from the state.
Defense?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You, Ms. Wombles?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Wombles, you are here in 2022 MM 32AA, a charge of battery. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest, and I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you based on your application seeking that appointment. Ma'am, you qualify for pretrial release, so I'll give you the option of posting bond in the amount of $1,500 or pretrial release. All right, special conditions of both will be no contact directly or indirectly with the victim in this case. Do you all live together at 530?
No.
No, whose residence is 530? South Park Ave. What's your address? Where do you live?
2472 Laurel Blossom Circle.
Okay, does your boyfriend live there with you?
No,
No? Okay.
but I didn't push him.
You don't have to talk about it.
Hang on. So Mr. Ayala does not live there?
Where? He lives at 101.
Just, does Mr. Emmanuel Ayala live at 2472?
No.
Does he live at 530 South Park?
I just know he lives in 101.
Okay.
15.
I'll allow you to reside at 2472 Laurel Blossom, since you testified that that's your address and he doesn't live there. You're to have no contact with Mr. Ayala directly or indirectly. You're not to use or possess any firearms or ammunition. Any firearms or ammunition must be surrendered to law enforcement within 48 hours of your release. You're not to use or possess any alcohol or narcotics without a legal prescription. Okay? All right, good luck to you.
Your Honor, can we still have a no return, though, to the 530 South Park Avenue? As she doesn't reside there?
Sure. No return to 530 South Park Avenue. In Apopka, 32703. All right, thank you.
Your Honor, David Whitaker is medical.
All right, Mr. Whitaker, 2022 MM 289AO, charge of battery, domestic violence related. I can conditionally appoint the Office of Public Defender.
We'll waive the appearance, Your Honor.
All right, well, waive his appearance. Set bond in this case in the amount of $2,500. Special conditions, no contact with the alleged victim in this case. No return to the scene. No user possess any firearms or ammunition with, all firearms and ammunition must be surrendered to law enforcement within 48 hours of his release. And he's not to use or consume any alcohol or narcotics without a legal prescription. He's allowed to go back to the property one time with law enforcement to retrieve his personal belongings located on Aladdin Drive here in Orlando. Your name, sir?
Ricardo Gutierrez.
I'm sorry?
Ricardo Gutierrez.
All right, Mr. Gutierrez, give me 1 second, sir. All right, Mr. Gutierrez, you are here in case 2019 CT 44239. A warrant was issued for your arrest out of Brevard County. As such, for underlying charge of driving under the influence. As such, you'll be held based on that warrant, no bond, and they will come and pick you up and move you over to Brevard. All right? Good luck to you, sir.
Who do you have next, Your Honor?
Brandon Wise?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Wise, you are here on a warrant that was issued out of Lake County in 2022. CO 415 is the case number that I have. A violation of an injunction and cyber stalking. As to count one, the court issued that you be held no bond. As to count two, bond will be set at $1,000. Per the warrant that was issued out of Lake County, we will notify them that you're currently in custody of Orange County Sheriff here at the Orange County Jail. I also show, those are the Lake County.
Those are
I'm sorry.
incompetent to proceed cases, Your Honor, that he's out on bond for.
All right,
They usually take no action on those.
yeah, I'm gonna take no action. 2021 MM 6212AO and 2021 MM 6228AO. Lake County will be notified, sir, that you are here and they can come get you. Good luck to you, sir. Come on up. What's your name, sir?
Anthony Bermudez.
I'm sorry?
Anthony Bermudez.
Mr. Bermudez. All right, sir, you are here in 2020 CF 10471AO, a charge of violation of community control on the underlying charge of possession of a firearm. A judge issued a warrant for your arrest, directing that you be arrested, finding probable cause for the arrest, and ordering that you be held no bond. So as such, you'll be held no bond, sir. Good luck to you. And I'll conditionally appoint the Office of Public Defender, I'll appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you based on your application. What's your name, sir?
Marshall Knight.
All right, Mr. Knight, you are here in 2020 CF 9372AO, in violation of your community control, the underlying charge of aggravated battery on a pregnant person. A judge in the circuit, having found probable cause, issued a warrant for your arrest, directing that the sheriffs pick you up and hold you no bond. So the judge who issued the warrant will be notified of your arrest. You'll be held no bond, and I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you in this case. Good luck to you, sir.
Do I have a court date?
Your attorney will get that for you, and they'll bring you downtown for your next court date.
Thank
you. What's your name?
Patrick Spencer.
All right, Mr. Spencer. Thank you. All right, so you are here in 2019 CF 14558AO, a violation of probation. I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. I show you were put on probation January 19th of 2021. The court will revoke and terminate your probation, or will hold you no bond on the violation of probation. We'll set you for a VOP status hearing downtown. What's your name, sir?
Dion Tenney.
All right, Mr. Tenney. All right, Mr. Tenney, you are here in 2020 CF 10744AO, a violation of probation as well. Sir, I show that you asked for the appointment of a public defender. However, based on that application, it appears that you don't qualify for the appointment of a public defender based on your income. As such, sir, you'll be held no bond in 2020 CF 10744AO since you're out on probation. You're also here on a new law violation in 2022 CF 459AO, charge of burglary of a conveyance. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit on that, does find that there's probable cause for your arrest. I will set bond in that case in the amount of $3,500. Special conditions: you're not to return to the scene, and you're not to have any contact with any victim or witnesses in this case.
Your Honor, may I have a moment to confer as a friend of the court?
Sure. You good?
Your Honor, can you re-interview Mr. Tenney for public defender purposes appointment?
All right, Mr. Tenney, let me get you to raise your right hand to be sworn. You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, sir, are you employed?
No.
I'm sorry?
No.
No? So I'm holding here an application for the appointment of a public defender. Is that your application?
Yes.
All right. How far did you get in school?
I completed school, K through 12.
All right, so you read and understand English, right?
Yes.
So question 2, I have take-home income of blank, and you put in $1,200 per week. Is that your handwriting and signature?
That is not my handwriting signature.
Who filled that out for you?
Clerk,
So where did she get $1,200 a month, a week, I mean?
he asked me a question, how much money I'm projected to make, and I told her that I accepted a job offer at Marriott, and that job was pending acceptance of a successful background check. So that job was, or that amount is projected based off of the job offer I'm going to accept.
So as you stand here today, you are not currently employed?
Correct.
When was the last time you were employed?
March last year.
March of 21? All right. You have any children? No. Married? No. What kind of car do you drive?
Mitsubishi Lancer.
2006?
Yes.
State? All right, based on that, I'll appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. All right, good luck to you, sir. Yep.
Thank you, Judge.
Yep. Come on up, ma'am.
Your Honor, Mr. Thompson's behavior. Sean? Evan?
All right, Sean Thompson, 2009 CF 905 AO, violation of probation. We'll reset Mr. Thompson to tomorrow. 2022 MM 285 AO, trespass on property after warning. We'll reset for tomorrow.
Your Honor, if appointed, we would just waive the appearance today, and then he can start work on his probation issues.
I'm here tomorrow, so I'd rather deal with it tomorrow.
That's fine, Your Honor.
I don't want to reward bad behavior.
That's fine, Your Honor.
Your name, ma'am?
Willina Porter.
Willina Porter, you are here in 21 MM 6864 AO, a charge of violation of probation, underlying charge of sexual cyber harassing. A judge has issued a warrant for your arrest.
Your Honor, may we put in a denial to get a court date on this?
I can't give you a, can we give him a court date? Okay. All right, I'll appoint the Office of Public Defender, enter a denial, and set you for a violation of probation status hearing on
February 14th at 8:30 a.m., courtroom 4B.
and until then, you'll be held no bond.
Try to get
Your Honor, can we do the 33-day motions at these, on the second session, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You want to do them at the end of the second?
Yes, please. Thank you.
All right, anything else from the state with regards to the morning session?
Nothing from the state.
All right, we're off the record. The BRC 1, I have 3 initial appearances I need your assistance with. We're bringing the inmates in now. If you want to connect to the podium.
I'm connected. As soon as the first defendant walks in, I'll
Alright.
ask if he can hear me.
Have him put on the, it's Mr. Betancourt, correct? All right. Is this Mr. Arroyo Burgos?
Yes, sir.
All right. Madam Interpreter, he has the headset on.
There is contact, Your Honor.
All right, this is case 2018 CF 14834AO. State versus Jesus Arroyo Burgos. That's you, sir, correct?
Yes.
All right, sir. A warrant was issued for your arrest based on your failure to appear on November 8th of 2021 for a status hearing downtown. The judge who your case is assigned to issued a warrant for your arrest and ordered that you be held no bond until you make a personal appearance in his division or her division. I will appoint the Office of Public Defender if they were not previously appointed to represent you. All right. Good luck to you, sir. All right.
Your Honor, Mr. Miranda refused.
All right, Madam Interpreter, I believe that's all we have for you for this morning then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, let's do the other two. Roberto Betancourt, 2022 MM 31AA. This is a charge of trespass on property. I can conditionally appoint the Office of Public Defender unless you want me to roll it till tomorrow.
What was the, was it mental health or medical?
Refused.
For Betancourt?
Oh, Betancourt, no.
Mental health. We'll waive the appearance. We'll just request ROR or low bond, Your Honor.
State, is there an offer on this one that you want to put on the record?
Yes, Your Honor. It was a withhold of adjudication, credit time served, no return to the Wawa located at 5820 Edgewater Drive. And I have no objection to ROR, Your Honor.
All right, release him. Do you have his contact information? He's transient, so my concern is if I release him ROR, how are you gonna stay in touch with him? And we're gonna be just doing this dance again when he fails to appear.
I mean, I don't know if the mental health professionals at the jail can take his contact
What?
information.
I'll set bond at 100, just so we have contact information,
Yes, Your Honor.
as opposed to ROR. If he qualifies for mental health, he can do a motion to modify
That's
All right,
Thank you.
thank you. All right, the next one is Brianni Miranda Aguiar, 2020. Thank you, 2022 CF 445 AO. You don't have an affidavit, right, for PD? I'll roll this to tomorrow, since I'll be here, based on the nature of the charges. All right. Clifford Brown? All right, Mr. Clifford Brown is here on 2022 MO 53AO, a case brought by the city of Orlando, as well as 21 MM 8011AO, failure to appear for trespass. Warrant was issued on that case bond in that case in the 2021 MM 8011AO, set at $200. I'll appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent him.
Your Honor?
Yeah.
There was an offer to resolve both cases. Would you be inclined to reset till tomorrow to see if he feels like coming to court?
Yeah, you gonna be able to get to him and tell him?
We'll try, yes.
All right, we'll reset it to tomorrow then. Your name, sir?
Reinhard Barker.
Mr. Bartley.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Or miss. I ain't gonna lie.
You are here in 21 CF 13573AO, a failure to appear for an underlying charge of battery on a law enforcement officer. You failed to appear in court on January 7th of 2022. The judge who...
Yeah, sorry and stuff like that, and you know what I'm saying?
Sir, I need you to listen to me. Don't say anything. You're gonna be held no bond on this case based on the warrant that was issued, and the judge will be notified. All right, good luck to you, sir.
Are you gonna take any action on the out on bond, Your Honor?
See y'all tomorrow.
What's he out on bond on?
Is this Bartley? He has some incompetent to proceed case.
Okay, I'm gonna take no action on 21 MM 38AO and 21 MO 241AO. I'll take no action on those. Good luck, sir. What's your name, sir? What's your name? What happened to Keith Costin? All right, Keith Costin set for an in-jail arraignment, 21 MM 8880AO. The Office of Public Defender was previously appointed to represent him. Want to waive his appearance?
We'll waive, Your Honor, enter not guilty plea.
Waive his appearance, enter a plea of not guilty, set for a pretrial conference in Division 81 on
February 15th, 9 a.m., calling 4E.
2:15, 9 a.m., 4E. All right, Mr. Caudill. Sir, you are here in 2022 CF 235AO, a charge of petty theft with 2 prior convictions. A judge previously found probable cause for your arrest and issue a warrant for your arrest. Set bond in this case in the amount of $500. I will add the special condition that you are not to return to the scene and have no contact with any victims or witnesses. I don't have an application for the Office of Public Defender, but I will conditionally appoint the public defender to represent you pending your completion of an application. All right, good luck to you, sir. What's your name, sir? All right, come closer to the microphone. Mr. Mallett, correct?
Correct.
All right, so you're here in 2022 CF 457AO. The warrant was issued for your arrest, that judge having found probable cause for your arrest in charge of throwing a deadly missile into an occupied vehicle. Bond in that case is set at $2,500. Count 2, attempted burglary of an occupied conveyance. Bond in that case was set in the amount of $1,500. I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you based on your application. And wish you good luck, sir. What's your name?
Ricardo Pagan, Jr.
All right, Mr. Pagan, you are set for today for an in-jail arraignment. You are here, sir, in case 2021 MM 8721AO. This is a violation of a domestic violence injunction assigned to Division 50 downtown. The Office of Public Defender was previously appointed to represent you. Counsel?
We'll enter a plea of not guilty, Your Honor.
All right, we'll enter a plea of not guilty, sir, and set you for a pretrial conference in Division 50.
For January 31st, 9 a.m., courtroom 7C.
1 a.m., 9 a.m., 7C. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
File a bond motion. So you gotta call us. That was denied. You gotta call your attorney then.
Reginald Baldwin? Come on up, sir. All right, this is case 2020 CT 2816AO. You're set, sir, for an in-jail arraignment on the violation of probation on the underlying charge of driving under the influence. The Office of the Public Defender was previously appointed to represent you.
We'll enter a plea of not guilty, Your Honor.
Denial?
That was a VOP. We'll enter a denial, Your Honor.
All right, we'll enter a denial, sir, on your behalf. We'll set you for a VOP status hearing in Division 85 on
February 10th, 9 a.m., courtroom 4A.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Pablo Burgos. Is that you, sir?
No, sir, he's medical.
All right, Mr. Burgos, 21 MM 9022 AO, set for an in-jail arraignment. The Office of Public Defender was previously appointed to represent him. Case assigned to Division 50. Count 1, violation of domestic violence injunction. Count 2, trespass on property. Enter plea not guilty, waive his appearance.
On both counts and waive the appearance, yes, Your Honor.
All right, enter plea not guilty as to both counts, waive his appearance, set it for a pretrial conference, Division 50 on
January 31st, 9 a.m., courtroom 7C.
Thank you.
Mr. Matlock is medical.
All right, Jaquez Medlock, 21 MM 8743 AO. Case assigned to Division 63, set for an in-jail arraignment. The Office of Public Defender was previously appointed to represent. Counsel, you want to waive his appearance, enter a plea of not guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we'll waive his appearance, enter a plea of not guilty, set it for a pretrial conference, Division 63 on
February 10th, 1 p.m., courtroom 10B.
Sharbert is medical.
Next up, Andrea Sharber, 21 MM 8653 AO, set for an in-jail arraignment. The Office of Public Defender was previously appointed to represent her. Case assigned to Division 81. Counsel, waive appearance, enter a plea of not guilty.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we'll waive appearance, enter a plea of not guilty, set for a pretrial conference in Division 81 on
February 15th, 9 a.m., courtroom 4E.
All right, next up is James Skipper.
He's medical also.
James Skipper, 21 MM 8717 AO. Case assigned to Division 62. The Office of Public Defender was previously appointed to represent. Charge of petty theft. Counsel, do you wish to enter a plea of not guilty and waive your client's appearance?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will enter a plea of not guilty, waive appearance, set it for a pretrial conference, Division 62 on
March 7th, 8:30 a.m., courtroom 12C.
Tatiana Vera, 21 MM 8629 AO.
She's medical also.
All right, this is a case assigned to Division 80. Office of Public Defender was previously appointed to represent Ms. Vera. Charge of trespass on property. Counsel, do you wish to waive Ms. Vera's appearance and enter a plea of not guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we'll waive appearance, enter a plea of not guilty, set this for a pretrial conference in Division 80 on.
February 24th, 9 a.m., courtroom 9C.
All right. Your name, sir? All right, what happened to Orlando Chapro Bravo?
Yeah, that's me, sir.
That's you? Okay. All right. This is case 2022 MM 288 AO. Charge of petty theft. So the court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest, and also has reviewed the application you've made for the appointment of a public defender, and I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. I'll set bond in this case in the amount of $250. Special condition, you're not to return to 5269 International Drive. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
I don't got the money for the bond right now.
Talk to your attorney, sir. All right, good luck to you. All right, nope, the other door. What's your name, sir?
Luke Charles.
All right. Mr. Charles, you are here in case 2022 MM 276 AO, a charge of trespass. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for the arrest, and based on your application for the appointment of a public defender, I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you.
Your Honor, I don't believe an appointment's necessary to speak with Mr. Charles as a friend of the court.
Okay?
Saves him
Is there an offer?
$50.
Yes, Your Honor. It's adjudication of guilt, credit time served, and no return to Point Vista Apartments.
As I said, Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Charles as a friend of the court. I went over the plea form, the offer from the state, handed him a plea form to review as well before court, and I believe he wishes to resolve today.
All right, Mr. Charles, is that correct? You wish to resolve your case today?
Yes, sir.
All right, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right, what's your name?
Luke Charles.
Okay, sir.
yeah.
The offer from the state of Florida to resolve your case is an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, 2 days?
2 days, correct.
2 days in the county jail, with credit for 2 days' time served, court costs and costs of prosecution, and no return to the Point Vista Apartments. Is that your desire to resolve your case today in that fashion?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you have in front of you a plea form. Did you have an opportunity to review that plea form?
Yes, I did.
Did you sign it?
Yeah.
I need you to sign it. All right, while you're signing that, sir, how far did you get in school?
Graduated like high school.
All right, so you read and understand the English language, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did anyone force you or threaten you into taking that plea?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything other than what I indicated the offer was from the state of Florida to resolve your case?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence today of any alcohol, medication, or drugs that would influence your ability to make a decision?
No.
No?
No.
Are you understand by entering this plea, if you're not a United States citizen, entering this plea will subject you to deportation from the United States?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, in 2022 MM 276 AO to the charge of trespass, how do you wish to plead, guilty or no contest?
No contest.
All right, I will accept your plea, find you're entering it freely and voluntarily. I'll adjudicate you guilty of the charge of trespass, sentence you to 2 days in the county jail with credit for 2 days' time served, order that you pay court costs, cost of prosecution, and you are not to return to Point Vista Apartments here in Orlando, Florida. I'll give you a year to pay, sir, okay?
Yes.
All right, sir, if you wish to appeal the sentence to this court, you must do so in writing. You'd have 30 days to do so. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you, okay?
Okay.
All right, sir, go through that door. They'll start the paperwork to process you out. What is your name, sir? I'm sorry?
Ramius Davis.
Mr. Davis, you are here on 2022 MM 286AO, a charge of indecent exposure and battery. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest. I don't see an application for the public defender, however, I do see on a case 2020 CF 3741AO, you're represented by Mr. Cheek from the Office of Regional Conflict Counsel, correct? I will conditionally appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you on the new law violation. Set bond is to count 1 at $500, count 2 at $500. Special condition, you are not to return to the Taco Bell located at 7601 South Orange Blossom Trail. All right. State, you have a position with regards to the 2020 CF 3741 case that he is out.
I would ask the court to revoke, Your Honor.
All right. Is he ROR or PTR on that? What is he?
I can find out, Your Honor.
What is he out on?
He was on pretrial diversion, but he was rejected from that.
Is there a pending court date?
Yes, Your Honor, he has pretrial January 18th.
All right. 2020 CF 3741AO. I'll set bond in the amount of $2,500.
Your Honor, there were 4 counts.
Yeah, there's 4 counts, Your Honor.
It is resisting officer with violence and then 3 counts of.
With or without?
With.
All right, so as to count 1, bond will be set at $1,000. Counts 2, 3, 4, each will be set at $500. All right, good luck to you, sir. Come on up, ma'am. What is your name?
Susan Leanne Furbs.
All right, Ms. Furbs, you are here in 2022 MM 271AO, a charge of possession of drug paraphernalia. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest, and will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you based on your application. As to that case, bond will be set at $500.
Your Honor, is the state inclined to null pros the drug paraphernalia
No,
charge?
not at this time.
Can you give the reason? I think it's your office's policy to
No,
null pros those.
not
It's
at this time.
discretionary?
Yeah.
Bond will be set at $500, ma'am. You're not to use or possess any narcotics without a legal prescription. I also show that you're out on bond in 21 CF 12635AO, a charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. You're represented by the Office of Public Defender on that case. Bond in that case was previously set at $3,000. The court's going to revoke and terminate your bond and set bond at $0. Good luck to you, ma'am. Come on up, sir. What's your name?
Deshaun Jones.
All right, Mr. Jones. You are here in 2022 MM 290AO, a charge of trespass on property after warning. The court does find probable cause for your arrest. State, do you have an offer?
No, Your Honor.
No?
No.
Okay. I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you, sir, based on your application. And we'll set bond in this case at $500. Special condition, sir, you are not to return to the Chevron gas station located at 3600 South John Young Parkway here in Orlando, Florida. Good luck to you, sir.
Your Honor, Mr. Corey Roberts refused.
What about Roz Ramo?
He cash bonded.
Thank you. Corey Roberts refused.
Yes, sir.
We'll reset Mr. Roberts for tomorrow. Your name, sir?
Jeffrey Stacy.
All right, Mr. Stacy. You are here in 2022 MM 293 AO, a charge of trespass on property after warning and possession of drug paraphernalia. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit and does find probable cause for your arrest. State, do we have an offer?
Adjudication of guilt, credit time served, no return to the Wawa located at 8574 South Orange Blossom Trail.
Your Honor, may I have a moment to confer with Mr. Stacy?
Sure, are we able to resolve the other case as well? That he's out on bond on?
It's a criminal mischief, Your Honor, so not at this time.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Yes. No.
Okay. I'm gonna write your name first.
Okay.
And then Jim's gonna talk to you, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Stacy, have you an opportunity to talk with the attorney from the Office of Public Defender as a friend of the court about the offer that was extended to you by the state?
Yes.
All right, is it your desire to resolve your case today with
Yes, sir.
Okay. You understand this is an adjudication of guilt, a sentence of 2 days in the county jail, correct?
Yes, 1 day.
1 day in the county jail with credit for 1 day time served. No return to the Wawa located at 8574 South Orange Blossom Trail. Court costs and cost of prosecution.
Yes.
All right, raise your right hand, sir. You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
All right, you're Jeffrey Joel Stacy, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, this is case 2022 MM 293 AO. Sir, I have in my hand a signed plea form. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
Did you read and understand all the rights you're giving up by entering this plea?
Yes.
Did anyone force you or threaten you into taking this
sir.
plea? Let me answer the questions, all right? I know you're eager to get out of here, but let me ask you the questions first. Are you under the influence today of any alcohol, medication, or drugs that would influence your ability to make a decision?
No, sir.
Anyone promise you anything different than what I told you the offer was from the state of Florida?
No, sir.
All right, anyone force you into taking this plea?
No, sir.
You understand if you're not a United States citizen or in this country legally, entering this plea will subject you to deportation from the United States.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, in 2022 MM 293 AO, are we adjudicating as to count one, and what are we doing as to count two?
Adjudicate on both, Your Honor.
Okay. In 2022 MM 293 AO to the charge of trespass on property and possession of drug paraphernalia, how do you wish to plead, guilty or no contest?
No contest.
All right, the court will accept your plea, find you're entering it freely and voluntarily. I will adjudicate you guilty of both counts, or that you pay court costs and costs of prosecution. I'll give you a year to pay. I'm gonna sentence you to 1 day in the county jail with credit for 1 day time served, and order that you not return to 8574 South Orange Blossom Trail, that's the Wawa.
Yes,
Okay?
sir.
All right, sir, if you wish to appeal the sentence of this court, you must do so in writing. You'd have 30 days to do so. If you cannot afford an attorney, we'll appoint one to represent you. I show that you're out on bond in 21 MM 7850 AO. Was the public defender appointed in that one? I'll keep the public defender appointed to represent you and take no action as to the bond.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Come on up. What's your name? I need you to come closer and speak into the mic.
Samantha Liberto.
All right, Ms. Liberto, you are here in case 2021 MM 7458 AO. This was a charge of petty theft. Your case is assigned to Division 81 downtown. You failed to appear for arraignment on November 30th of 2021. As such, the judge in that court issued a warrant for your arrest and set bond in the amount of $2,000. Based on your application, I'll appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. Do you want anything? All right? Good luck to you.
Your Honor, she's wondering if,
And I have a court date in Sarasota that I was already scheduled, and I have the Zoom information.
Your Honor, she's wondering if the bond amount can be lowered or adjusted in any way.
You can file a motion. That was a bond set by Division 81. I can't adjust it.
Mr. Latham, bonded.
2022 MO 54AO bonded.
Gary Connors, bonded, Your Honor.
What about Elafiette Aponte Escobar? Aponte Escobar. All right. You may have bonded. Hang on.
22000936.
Bonded.
All right, your name, sir?
Irvin Zahira.
Hold on. All right. What happened to Connor?
Connor bonded.
All right.
Ms. Farrell bonded also.
Farrow bonded? Zahira?
Yes.
All right. I knew we'd find you, sir. All right, so you are here in 2022 CT 212AO, a charge of driving under the influence. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest. I have also had an opportunity, sir, to look through your packet. I don't see that you asked for the appointment of a public defender. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, you did, or yes, you did not?
No, I did not ask for a public defender. I did
Okay.
not want one.
You what?
No PD, no pub, no.
Okay. Bond will be set at $500. Let me see if you qualify for PTR real quick.
He does, Your Honor.
Does not?
He does.
All right, so you also qualify for pretrial release. So if you wish to be released on pretrial release, you can do that in lieu of the $500 bond, okay?
Yes, I was hoping you all just dropped the charges, so I'd have to come here again.
Yeah. Sorry, not today.
Any conditions, Your Honor?
No, consume alcohol or narcotics without a legal prescription. Good luck to you, sir.
It says, what did it say happened to me?
They'll tell you in the back. So you were charged with driving under the influence.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir?
Joshua Alejo.
Hold on. All right. All right, so you are here. Sorry, just trying to get all this paperwork. In 2022, CF 455AO, a charge of possession of cannabis with intent to sell or deliver, and charge of possession of cannabis over 20 grams with a weapon. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest. So you filled out an application for the appointment of a public defender, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Are you married?
No, sir.
You have any children?
Yes, sir.
How many?
1 5-year-old boy.
Okay. Based on your application, sir, you do not qualify for the appointment of a public defender. So you're gonna have to hire your own attorney, okay? Bond in this case, as to count one, will be set at $5,000. Count two will be set at $150. Special condition, you're not to use or possess any narcotics without a legal prescription.
Yes, sir.
I also show, sir, that you are out on bond in 21 CF 12127AO, charge of obtaining a firearm for a prohibited person. Bond in that case was previously set at $2,500. You're represented by a private attorney. In that case, sir, bond's gonna be revoked and terminated Your bond will be set at 0. Good luck to you, sir. Come on up. What's your name?
Isaiah Anthony.
All right, Mr. Anthony, you are here in 2022 CF 453AO. So this is a 7-count complaint. Possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, 2 counts of that, 2 counts of third-degree grand theft, armed burglary of a conveyance with a firearm, criminal mischief, and falsely impersonating an officer. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest. It will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. Bond in this case will be set as follows. Bond is to count 1, $5,000. Bond is to count 2, 3, 4, 5, $150 each.
Your Honor, count 5 is actually a first-degree felony punishable by life, up to life.
Count 5?
On burglary of a conveyance with a firearm.
Sorry. All right. Count 5 will be no bond. Count 6, criminal mischief, $100. Count 7, $150.
Your Honor. As to count 5, may I be heard?
Go ahead.
To hold him no bond, you would need to find proof evident presumption great under the arrest affidavit unless the state intends to file a pretrial detention motion under his rights under the Florida Constitution, Florida statutes, and the rules of Florida rules of criminal procedure.
State?
Otherwise, I would have you set a bond, excuse me.
State?
Your Honor, there is actually case law that indicates he can be held without proof evident presumption great being found at this time, and the defense can ask for an Arthur hearing at a later date.
Your Honor, may I respond?
Go ahead.
There's a split in authority about what the state's referring to. One court argues that the can be kicked down the road for an Arthur hearing. Another court says that it must be found at first appearance. So it's in your discretion.
All right. Well, based on my understanding and my position, I'm going to set bond at 0. Proof evident presumption great hearing can be set before Division 22 downtown at a later date based on the arrest affidavit and information contained therein. I also show Mr. Anthony is out on bond in 21 CF 16167AO. He charged of burglary of an authorized emergency vehicle, unarmed, attempted armed burglary of a conveyance, criminal mischief, and petty theft. Count 1, bond was set at $5,250. Courts can revoke and terminate that bond, set bond at 0. As to counts 2 and 3, he was set ROR. Courts can revoke his release and set bond at 0. Count 4, petty theft, he was set at bond. Courts can revoke and terminate his bond and set bond at 0. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I apologize. Because count 5 was then found to be a 0 bond, did you change the amount for count 1, which was originally, no, so it's still set at 5,000?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Jose Baez Capelas? All right, sir. You are here in 2022 CF 429AO. 3-count charge, possession of methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, and resisting an officer without violence. Sir, the court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest. Sir, based on your application for the appointment of a public defender, you do not qualify based on your income. So as to count 1, bond will be set at $1,000. Counts 2 and 3, bond will be set at $100 each. Special conditions, you are not to use or possess any narcotics without a legal prescription, and you are not to return to 1850 West Land Street Road. Good luck to you, sir.
Your Honor, Mr. Donato.
Aaron Donato?
Yes, sir, he's medical.
All right.
Step back, Durham.
Aaron Donato, 2022 CF 465AO. Do we have an application? Do we have an application for PV or nothing? I'll conditionally appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent Mr. Donato.
We'll waive the appearance, Your Honor.
All right, we'll waive his appearance. Charge 1, possession of methamphetamine. Charge 2, possession of fentanyl. Charge 3, possession of drug paraphernalia. Court does find probable cause for all three. As to count 1, bond will be set at $1,000. Count 2, bond will be set at $1,000. Count 3, bond will be set at $500. Special condition, no use or possession of any narcotics without a legal prescription. Go from there. All right, Jason Dunham. Mr. Dunham, you are here in case 2022 CF 470AO, charge of possession of a controlled substance without a prescription. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest. Sir, you filled out an application for the appointment of a public defender. However, you left one very important question blank. Are you married or do you have any children?
No, sir.
No married, no kids?
No, sir.
Does that qualify? All right, sir, based on your application and your answers, you do not qualify for the appointment of a public defender. Count 1, bond will be set at $1,000.
Sir, may I ask you to please consider an ROR bond for me? This was literally a bag that was thrown down by somebody that was.
Sir, stop.
I
Sir, stop. Everything you say in this courtroom is being recorded. If you make any admissions, the state has every right to use that against you later in court.
Yes, sir.
All right?
May I ask that I please?
Hold on a second. Does he qualify for PTR?
Work.
He doesn't, Your Honor.
He does not?
Does not.
State, you wish to be heard with regards to bond?
Your Honor, I would object to ROR, but if the court wanted to use its discretion and reduce the bond, I would have no objection to that. And it's based on his history, including that his last conviction was in 2017, and that was for, it was for drug paraphernalia.
All right, sir, raise your right hand and be sworn. You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
All right, you're Jason Dunham, correct?
Yes, sir.
Sir, you live in Ocoee, Florida? How long have you lived there?
3 years?
3 years. Are you currently employed?
Yes, sir.
Where do you work?
For Cliff Clean Windows. It's a window cleaning company.
Okay, are you paid hourly or salary or
By
what?
the job, but commission, I would suppose.
Commission? How much do you make a week?
Anywhere from 300 to 700, depending on how the jobs line up.
Okay, and do you reside with anyone?
Yes.
Who do you live with?
I live with my roommate, Jameson.
Okay, do you pay rent?
Yes.
How much is your rent a month?
$100 a week is what I typically pay him.
All right, state, you wish to inquire?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm gonna set bond in your case at $250. All right, instead of $1,000. Special conditions, you are not to use or possess any narcotics without a legal prescription. All right? Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Len Green?
Len Green is behavior, Your Honor.
Len Green, 2022 CF 464AO will be reset for tomorrow.
Good afternoon, sir.
Connie Kent?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Kent, you are here in 2022 CF 467AO, charge of aggravated battery with great bodily harm. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for the arrest, and has also reviewed your application for the appointment of a public defender, and will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. Ma'am, bond will be set in this case in the amount of $3,500. Special conditions, you are not to have any contact directly or indirectly with William Gross, and you are not to return to 2740 South Orange Blossom Trail in Orlando, Florida. You're also not to use or possess any firearms or ammunition. If you have any firearms or ammunition, they must be surrendered to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Am I eligible for pretrial release?
You are not, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you and have a blessed week.
What's your name?
Ayla Kimball.
Kimball. You are here in 2022 CF 426 AO, a charge of possession of fentanyl and possession of drug paraphernalia. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for the arrest, and has also reviewed your application for the appointment of a public defender and will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. Bond in this case will be set as follows. As to count one, possession of fentanyl, $1,000. Possession of drug paraphernalia, count two, $500. Special condition, you are not to use or possess any narcotics without a legal prescription. You are also not to return to 8421 South Orange Blossom Trail. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Come on up, sir. What's your name?
Michael Nisi.
I need you to speak up.
Michael Nisi.
Michael Nisi. This is case 2022 CF 476 AO. Sir, a warrant was issued for your arrest as to the charge of second-degree murder. The judge, having found probable cause for your arrest, issued that warrant. I have reviewed your application for the appointment of a public defender and will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. Set bond in this case as to $0. Good luck, sir.
Your Honor, can you also advise the defendant that he has a hold for immigration?
All right, so you also, there's an immigration hold that has been placed on you by immigration, the Immigration Department of the United States government. Okay, good luck to you, sir.
Is that pending an Arthur hearing to set bond later in the division, Your Honor?
Yes, and I'm assuming Polk County is gonna do something with regards to the probation. Good luck. What's your name, sir?
Edgar Padilla Garcia.
Edgar Padilla Garcia. Case 2017 CF 10210 AO. Sir, this is an underlying charge of trafficking in 14 grams or more of heroin. You were set to appear in court and you failed to appear for sentencing on October 1st of 2019. The judge issued a warrant for your arrest based on your failure to appear. As such, you'll be held zero bond pending that judge's interaction with you at a later date. Good luck to you, sir. Conditionally appoint the PD on that case if he wants one. He can fill out the paperwork. I assume he. Your name?
Richard Parmenter.
All right, Mr. Parmenter, you are here in 2022 CF 469 AO, a charge of impersonating, fraud by impersonation, giving false identification to a law enforcement officer, resisting an officer without violence, possession of prescription drugs without a prescription, and impersonating another person without consent. Court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest, and has also reviewed the application you filed for the appointment of a public defender and will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. Bond will be set as follows. As to counts 1 and 2, $500 each. Counts 3 and 4, $1,000 each. Special conditions, you are not to use or possess any narcotics without a legal prescription. So he also qualifies for pretrial release.
Your Honor, in regards to that, we will have to strike that because on his out-of-state conviction, we were unable to determine if he's still on probation or not.
Okay, well,
So we'll have to strike PTR.
no PTR, sir, it's just straight bond. Good luck to you.
Petrado, Your Honor, is hospital.
All right, 2022 CF 466 AO, Pedro Pachado. I'll conditionally appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent.
Waive
Char-
appear-
All right, waive his appearance, charge of resisting an officer with violence, court, and aggravated assault on an officer. Court does find probable cause for the arrest. Set bond as to count one at $1,000, count two as to $5,000. He's also here on 2022 CF 297 AO. I'll appoint the Office of Public Defender conditionally on that one as well. We'll waive his appearance. Charge of driving while license suspended as a habitual traffic offender. Court does find probable cause for that. We'll set bond, and the judge has issued a warrant for his arrest on that one. Set bond in the amount of $3,500. I also show that Mr. Pichardo is out ROR on robbery, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Court will revoke and terminate his release, set bond at 0. That's in 21 CF 12330 AO. Your name, sir?
Terrell Pons.
Mr. Pons. Sir, you are here in 21 CF 1366 AO. Failure to appear, a warrant was issued for your arrest by Division 16 downtown Orlando. Underlying charges of trafficking in 10 grams or more of phenethylamines, possession of eutolene, and possession of cocaine. You failed to appear for a hearing on October 26th of 2021. The judge set no bond on all three of your counts. That judge will be notified of your arrest and will set you for a hearing downtown. I'll conditionally appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. You're also here, sir, in 21 CF 1032 AO. Failure to appear, possession of eutolene. Case assigned also to Division 16. Bond in that case was set at 0 based on the judge. That judge will also be notified of your arrest on that case. You're also here in 22 CF 57. Charge of human trafficking, child abuse, human trafficking under 18 years of age, child abuse, human trafficking, child abuse, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. A warrant was issued for your arrest, that judge having found probable cause for your arrest. Bond was set as follows. Count 1, $0. Count 2, $2,500. Count 3, $0. Count 4, $2,500. Count 5, $0. Count 6, $2,500. Count 7, $500. All subject to an Arthur hearing downtown by that judge in Division 20. The Office of Public Defender is appointed to represent you in that case as well. Good luck to you, sir. Jerome Sapp. All right, Mr. Sapp, you are here in 2022 CF 446 AO. Failure to register as a sexual offender here in the state of Florida. Failing to update your address with Department of Highway Motor Vehicles. I will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you based on your application. Set bond at $1,000. With the special condition, should you bond out, you must update your address with DMV within 24 hours of your release. Roderick Scott. Is that you, sir? You Roderick Scott? Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Scott, you are here in 21 CF 13993 AO. Violation of failure to report as a sexual offender every 30 days. A judge has issued a warrant for your arrest and found probable cause. Bond was set in your case at $2,500. I will also appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you based on the application that you filed. Should you bond out, sir, you must report and change your address with the Sheriff's Office within 24 hours of your release. Good luck to you. Stanley Shannon?
Sir.
All right, Mr. Shannon. Sir, you are here in 2022 CF 468 AO. So this is a charge of possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for your arrest, and will also appoint the Office of Public Defender based on your application that you filed, asking that the public defender be appointed to represent you. Bond in this case will be set as follows. Count one, $1,000. Count two, $100. Special conditions, you are not to use or possess any narcotics without a legal prescription. All right, good luck to you, sir.
Could I get a copy of that arrest affidavit? I never received one.
Your attorney can get it for you. Todd Swisher. All right, Mr. Swisher, you are here in 2022 CF 425AO. Charge of possession of fentanyl, possession of controlled substance with intent to sell, and possession of drug paraphernalia. The court has reviewed the arrest affidavit. Does find probable cause for your arrest. The court has also reviewed your application for the appointment of a public defender and will appoint the Office of Public Defender to represent you. Bond in this case will be set as follows. Count one, $1,000. Count two, $15,000. Count three, $500. Special condition, you're not to use or possess any narcotics without a legal prescription, and you are not to return to 8421 South Orange Blossom Trail. Good luck to you, sir. Oh, and no contact with any co-defendants or witnesses. Christopher Wilson?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Wilson, you are here in 2022 CF 474AO. A charge of battery as well as attempted carjacking.
All right.
Sir, the court has reviewed the arrest affidavit, does find probable cause for the arrest. I don't see an application for a public defender. Are you asking that the public defender be appointed to represent you, sir?
No.
All right. I will not appoint the Office of Public Defender. Count one, battery bond will be set at $100. Count two, bond will be set at $20,000. Special conditions, you're not to have any contact with the victim or witnesses, and you're not to return to South Park Place, Orlando International Airport, 10535 Jeff Fuqua Boulevard. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
33-day motions. You guys ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
21 CF 13850AO, State versus Cesarozo.
Denied and information was filed.
When was it filed?
I believe it was this morning, Your Honor.
CF 12098AO, State versus Andrew